Hey everyone, how the hell are you? Welcome back to another video after a long 2 weeks off. I hope everyone had a great Christmas and New Year's. I may have overindulged on the New Year's part. It went from just friendly little outing to complete shit show and not making it home till 4 in the morning. And me being 37, that is very unheard of these days. Maybe back when I was younger, that was the norm, but that is definitely out of the question anymore. But it was fun. So, anyways, I hope anyone had a great holiday. And so let's get into today's video. Today's video is going to be all about the things that I'm looking forward to in 2023, whether it be movies or TV shows. I've got a short little list. Today we're going to go over the top 5 things that I am looking forward to in 2023. And so let's get right into it. Today we're going to start with the 3rd season of Superman and Lois. I am looking forward to this, but also I'm a little cautious because of the recasting of Jonathan Kent. We had Jordan Elsass, and now we got this new guy coming in. And I think we've had one teaser come out with him in it, and it leaves me unsure on how it's going to work out because sometimes, yes, a recast does work, but a lot of the times it does not. It kind of takes away from what the show was. The same chemistry is not there, so it takes away from the characters and everything. And so, along with that and the absolute mess that the CW is, and just what they're trying to do, and just trying to move to a different audience for the most part. They're trying to come up with this different whole thing that they're trying to do, trying to move in a different direction and just be completely different than what it's been for the last 10 years, which was, a network that you could count on for good shows, especially in the DC arena. They have, the whole Arrowverse and everything. That's coming to a close. We'll get to that. But, so I am very much looking forward to this because I have enjoyed Tyler Hoechlin's take on Superman. I thought he's done a really great job. And the series has held up. It has been the better of a handful of series that they've put out as far as DC properties here in the last few years. But with this final, or not this final, but with this upcoming season, with the recast, with the CW drama, and it really leaving it unsure what's going to happen with Superman and Lois, with it being, or with it coming to be the last DC property. They have a couple others lined up. I won't really get into it, but I'm not looking forward to them. They just don't look like they're going to hold up at all against the legacy that we had with the Arrowverse and everything. Anyways, moving on. The next one, number 4. I am looking forward to the final season of The Flash and the official close of the Arrowverse, and even more so because today it was announced that Stephen Amell is coming back as Arrow. Whether or not it's going to be in flashbacks or maybe another Oliver from a different universe, because as you know, if you follow the show, Oliver's dead. Our version of him is dead. He is the Spectre, so he could either come back as the Spectre or as a flashback or a different version of Oliver Queen. That has not been laid out for us yet. Along with that, we're supposed to get the return of Kid Flash, John Diggle, and Bloodwork. And so this is all supposed to take place in episode 9, I believe. And now with this season being a shortened season, it's only going to be 13 episodes. So hopefully with all of that, with bringing all these characters back, they give the Arrowverse a proper close. I kind of hope, along with Oliver being, I guess, in this 9th episode, I hope that they actually maybe give him a little cameo in the final episode. I think it's only fitting for for them to close out this whole universe with him, maybe in the last few scenes of the episode episode 13, and to kind of just really give it that proper closeout to this amazing universe that the CW built with, obviously, the help of Stephen Amell with his show Arrow that premiered back in 2012. It really just took off and spawned all these other shows. And so, I mean, yes, there were a handful that just weren't that good, but with all of that said, it seems like that would be the best way to go about it. We don't know any of their plans, really. Like I said, there's various ways they can go about it, but that is one of the reasons I am really looking forward to this. It'll be great to see him come back. All right, moving on to number 3. This one, That 90s Show. I did a reaction to the teaser. I did a reaction to the full trailer. Both got great reception from you guys out there, and just it's become one of my top videos, or a couple of my top videos. And so I'm just really excited about this show as a whole, because it's going to focus on Red and Kitty, and yes, we are going to get cameos from a lot of the original cast, with the exception of one. Shouldn't have to say anything, but it's going to bring back all the legacy characters, and so it will, as you know, it will focus on Eric and Donna's daughter Leia, and a new generation of Point Place kids. This is 1995, and so it's going to have a lot of that time going on, and what kind of shenanigans, I guess, these kids could get into in 1995, pre-internet for the most part. And so it's going to be great to see this show come back. The teaser and the trailer really gave it that feel that it's going to be a lot like the original series. I have watched that series from end to end. With the exception of season 8, it's a great show. It was just something you can really go back to over and over, and you don't get sick of it. It's one of those things. It's on my rotation of shows that I kind of watch over and over, just because it's one of those things I can put in the background and still get a laugh out of it. But like I said, that 8th season, it really kind of lost its spark with the departure of Ashton Kutcher and Topher Grace. They took off to do their own thing, and they kind of shifted the dynamic a little bit, and they introduced Randy, and he just really did not work as a character, and especially when they tried to pair him up with Donna, it just did not work. It was an absolute garbage character, and you kind of see in those last few episodes that's why they kind of dismissed him, basically. Donna breaks up with him, and we don't see him in the last episode really at all, I don't think. Maybe he's in the beginning, and that's when it happens. It's been a while since I've watched that season. I just don't really care for it. But, so it'll be really great to see all these characters come back, and so I'm hoping it gets multiple seasons. Anyways, moving on to number 2. I'm really looking forward to this one, actually, because it's something that, I really enjoyed the series, and I'm talking about the Teen Wolf movie that's going to be streaming on Paramount+. It's bringing back all the original characters, except for one. It's really a bummer, but Styles is not going to come back for it. He decided that he just didn't want to do it. He liked the way that his character was wrapped up within the series, and so it's really a bummer that he's not coming back. But it looks like, from the teaser and everything, and from the full trailer we got here a few weeks ago, it looks like it's going to be pretty damn good, and I'm just excited about it in general, because I really enjoy Tyler Posey as an actor and as a musician. He has some really great music out there, and I really enjoyed his character within this universe and everything, and just the different layers that he has, and just with all of it, for the most part, it looks like a really good movie, like it's gonna have the same feel of the TV show. If you're not familiar with the TV show, it was on MTV for 6 seasons. It did really well, and that's why obviously it's coming back, because people want to see more of it. They've been hounding Jeff Davis, the creator of the show, for many years now to put something out, and a couple years ago it was finally announced, and we're going to get it here in a few weeks. So I'm really excited about that. And with a side note, Jeff Davis has also created kind of it's not so much a spin-off, but just kind of a sideshow that has nothing to do with these characters, but it's the same type of show. It's called Wolfpack. Not sure about it yet. They've only released a teaser. It's going to also stream on Paramount+. The big reason I'm going to watch it, it's going to have my biggest celebrity crush in it. It's going to have Sarah Michelle Gellar. Being a 90s kid and having grown up with Buffy the Vampire Slayer, she is like kind of really the queen of the supernatural type genre. And to see her come back and kind of do this role within that same type of TV show, it's really exciting to see what they're going to do with it, what they're going to do with her character, and what the show's really all about, being that it's not supposed to really have anything to do with Teen Wolf. I don't even know if the werewolves are going to be really the same, or what they plan on doing, but I will give it a shot. So with that being said, we're going to move on to number 1. The biggest thing that I'm looking forward to, and a lot of these things are coming within the first few months of 2023, so we could see more things come along that kind of throw this list out of whack. But the biggest thing that I am waiting for, something I've been waiting years, ever since they first announced that it was even under consideration for production. It's going to be an adaptation of the big video game. I am talking about The Last of Us. I love the shit out of that game. I have played it dozens of times through. I'm actually in the middle of playing it through again, the part 1, the remaster, whatever you want to call it, the remake for PS5. I just recently, I got it when it first came out, and I played it for a month and then put it down and just kind of got distracted with other things. And here recently I've been really pushing to play through, to complete it, to put it on the channel and everything. But yes, I am definitely looking forward to this. I am kind of in that crowd though where I'm not 100% sure about the casting. I don't know a lot of Pedro Pascal or Bella Ramsey's work. I know he was in The Mandalorian and she was in Game of Thrones. Not shows that I actually got into, but I am going to obviously give it a chance because I've been waiting patiently for this show. Like I said, it was going to be the reason I even got HBO Max, but along with a lot of my other streaming services, I got them anyways just because for some reason in my head it makes more sense to pay for all these and then just pay for satellite or anything like that. But anyways, that is my list. These are the top 5 that I'm looking forward to so far. There, like I said, could be a lot more things come along with announcements and everything throughout the rest of the year. These are just the first few things I'm really looking forward to, and so I'm just stoked for each and every one of them. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed my little list, and I want to hear your thoughts. What are the things that you are looking forward to in 2023, whether it be games, movies, TV shows, or whatever? What is your list? What is your top 5 or anything? Sound off, leave those fucking comments down below, and let's continue the conversation there. So until next time, guys, leave those comments, leave those likes, and obviously, if you feel so inclined, subscribe to the channel. That's like the coolest thing you could possibly do. I would really appreciate it. So I guess that'll do it, guys. I will see you next time. Bye.